The latest version of the AI chatbot ChatGPT, GPT-4, has achieved high scores on various exams, including the LSAT and the Uniform Bar exam, and can convert image, audio, and video inputs to text. It can also identify security vulnerabilities in Ethereum smart contracts. The results have prompted concern about the future of education and assessment. However, the chatbot's ability to transcribe a hand-drawn sketch into a functional website has also been praised. The LSAT score of GPT-4, which is 163 in the 88th percentile, puts it in a good position to be accepted into a top 20 law school in the US. Its scores in the SAT evidence-based reading and writing and SAT math exams were in the 93rd and 89th percentiles, respectively. GPT-4's performance in AP Biology, Chemistry, and Physics 2 was above average, but its score in AP Calculus was fairly average. Despite its impressive results, GPT-4 still needs improvement in some areas, such as English literature exams. OpenAI claims that no specific training was provided to the AI model for the exams, and the minority of problems that the model saw during training were considered representative of the exam. The chatbot's ability to identify security vulnerabilities in Ethereum smart contracts has been tested by former Coinbase director Connor Krogan, who inserted a live smart contract into GPT-4. The chatbot immediately pointed out several security vulnerabilities and explained how the code could be exploited. This new version of ChatGPT has sparked concerns about the future of education and assessment, as it could potentially render invigilated assessment obsolete. However, its ability to transcribe a hand-drawn sketch into a functional website has also been praised by some experts. Uniswap, a decentralized exchange, has launched on BNB Chain, the smart contract blockchain built by Binance. The move is expected to increase accessibility and liquidity for Uniswap users, and tap into new geographical markets. The launch is also aligned with the DeFi industry's requirement for greater accessibility and cross-blockchain compatibility. Uniswap's expansion to BNB Chain offers several advantages, including user growth, lower fees, and the ability to serve all users within the Web3 space. This will likely fuel the growth of both Uniswap and BNB Chain. The integration allows Uniswap to leverage BNB Chain's ecosystem to trade and swap tokens across the network, and tap into a pool of liquidity with BNB Chain's DeFi developer community. This will likely increase awareness and adoption among retail and institutional investors. Overall, Uniswap's launch on BNB Chain marks a significant step towards increasing accessibility and liquidity for its users, and enhancing its ability to serve all users within the Web3 space. The move is also expected to fuel the growth of both Uniswap and BNB Chain, and increase awareness and adoption among retail and institutional investors. The new Ethereum standard, ERC 4804, allows Internet users to access Ethereum applications and NFT without worrying about centralized censorship. Users can type in web3:/ in their browsers to bring up apps such as Uniswap or on-chain NFTs directly, as the standard allows users to directly run a query to the EVM. The new standard is the first of its kind for blockchain and allows for dynamic data, such as allowing people to leave likes and comments and interact with content on a website. They believes that the new URL standard makes sense only for specific applications and not everything needs to go decentralized. Also suggests that if someone is running a pretty good Web2 business and does not have to worry too much about centralized censorship, they can just go for that. However, for dApps or websites that are at risk of censorship, the new standard would be useful. For example, Tornado Cash, a privacy-focused decentralized application, has been facing censorship issues, and the new standard could help users access it without relying on centralized web servers. Overall, the new Web3 URL standard is a significant development for the Ethereum blockchain, allowing users to bypass centralized web servers and access decentralized applications and NFTs directly. While the cost of storing data on the Ethereum blockchain is still an issue, Layer 2 storage solutions could help mitigate some of the costs. The new standard is expected to be more efficient and allow for dynamic data, making it easier to interact with content on a website. However, it remains to be seen how widely adopted the new standard will be and how it will impact the broader blockchain ecosystem.